Welcome back to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining me at MarketSite, we have Sandy Peters. She's the head of Global Finance Reporting Advocacy at the CFA Institute. We're going to look at going from quarterly reporting to semi-annual reporting, a big topic in the sell and buy side space. Sandy, it's great to have you with us now. As a global organization of investment professionals, what does the CFA Institute think of moving from a quarterly basis to semi-annual in terms of reporting?
Well, when President Trump tweeted about it in August of this past year, we expressed that we didn't think that was a great idea. We think that 6 months is actually a long period of time to not have reporting, and that in a world where there is a constant movement of information, that 6 months is a long time for that information to seep out, and that companies not reporting may actually lead to sort of an uneven distribution of information for investors. Mm-hmm. So we're opposed to it, and some of the people who had proposed it from the preparer side say that it is because it's more cost effective for companies, but I think investors, at least our members have told us, they're willing to bear that cost.
All right, now the SEC, it issued a request for comment back in December, and it covered reporting frequency as well as topics that you had mentioned before, the prominence of earnings within the cycle. What are your thoughts on that release?
Well, we've given a high-level response to that release, basically saying that our members don't support moving from quarterly to semi-annual. And we used it as a good opportunity to survey our members and ask them what they think of not only the timing and frequency of reporting, but the prominence of earnings releases versus the actual quarterly reporting, as well as earnings guidance. And we're going to be publishing that in the next week or two, and so it'll be on our website. But I think the real issue for investors is how many people are actually using the financial statements, given that the markets react to earnings releases. And I think that, just a little bit of a spoiler, I think that investors are still very interested in quarterly reporting as well as just the earnings release.
And I would agree with that with you and with your members as well. I mean, today, what's the key word today? Transparency. Everybody wants some level of transparency. So I'm actually surprised to see that this proposal has been on the table.
Yeah. All right. It'll be interesting.
It will. Thank you so much, Sandy, for joining us at MarketSite. And thank you for joining me on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.